Should I try a relationship, or should I go DTB on my goals and just stay focused, forget relationships, forget all that? I'm just chase the bag, chase the money, and just focus on my goals. Having a relationship, filling this void of loneliness within me. I'm here to answer that for you. Here we go. This question I find a lot of guys asking, and it was even a question I asked myself upon my journey. The short answer is, if you're on the grind and you're bettering yourself, you shouldn't avoid a relationship. You're not at a position where you can stick. You're still having to be obsessed with your goals. You still have to be on the grind and work towards that. This is an idea from First Man, where he talks about stick and twist. You should check out the video. You should try to avoid having a relationship or developing a relationship, because you still have to take care of yourself. You're still discovering yourself, and you're still working on yourself in a manner of like, you're not on a routine, you're not on a habit, you're not the person you want to be yet, or you're not becoming the person you want to be yet. You're still in the beginning of this self-improvement stage. Then you should try to avoid it, regardless of how like lonely you feel, whatever. This road is going to be lonely because it's only for the top 1%. It's not for everybody. As much as people want to say it, as much as people want to talk about it, it's not for everybody. You might have those lonely days. You might have those times where you got to sacrifice. Here's my hot take on it. And it's that if you're on your purpose, if you're focused, you should avoid a relationship. On the grind, you're on your goals, you should avoid a relationship right now, but have that future relationship in mind. And what do I mean by this, right? It means you are what you attract. So whatever your level you are on self-improvement right now is the equivalent of a significant other that you might be able to attract. So if you're not where you want to be, it's almost like if you're still doing these bummy things, you're going to attract somebody that's on the same level as you. And I don't even mean appearance-wise. It could be just how they act in general. Because you want something for yourself, but your lifestyles are different. And it just doesn't work. And then you get distracted and you stray from your path. And you don't want this. Or it could end up in a toxic relationship, and you don't want this. So you are what you attract. Then it's like, how could you be looking for a relationship? And I've mentioned this before in my videos. You might feel like you're ready, right? You on your path, you could have just started whatever, but for some reason you get like one milestone and you're just like, yeah, I'm ready. I could have a relationship. I could get a girlfriend. But when the time is there, right? Do you have a clear definition of what you want? Do you have a clear definition of what this relationship is supposed to look like, what you expect out of her, what she should expect out of you, what type of man you have to become, what type of girl does she have to be? I have a journal. I'm gonna show you guys right now. It's my future wife journal. And it's like, it kind of sounds weird, but it's just like, it like sets an image of me of what exactly I'm looking for. And not only that, but because I know a woman exactly like this is out there, right? And if a woman exactly like this is out there, I also wrote like what type of man I have to become, what she should expect out of me. So it's not only about, oh, I need to find this, I need a girlfriend, oh, I feel lonely, or dang, all my friends are in relationships, but I'm not, I feel like, no. That's getting into my other topic is, what type of man do you have to become? What should she expect out of you? What type of man do you have to be to attract a woman like that, of that caliber? She's supposed to be your complement to your personality, your peace. What type of man do you have to become to acquire something like this? And that's why I have the journal. That's why I have the things, is because you have to have a clear and concise definition. If you feel like you're ready, if you feel like you know, and you don't have a definition, you don't know what type of man you're supposed to become, you're not even that man yet, then you shouldn't be trying to get into a relationship. You gotta work past it, and you gotta be comfortable with being with yourself, because then if not, you'll get into a relationship for the wrong reasons. And you don't want that to be the case, because then you're just getting used to setting up failed relationships. You're going into a relationship expecting it to end. When you get into a relationship, you should expect to go all the way, expect it to last, expect to get married, expect to have kids with that person. Now, my last point is never chase, but attract. I mean, educate yourself on game, get better social skills and all this stuff like that, but you don't want to make your life surrounded by this, because you'll end up losing in the end. And what I mean is by you'll end up losing in the end is that you'll get so distracted and caught up because you feel like you reached a certain level of success because you have all these girls with you, and in reality you haven't achieved anything in life. And you don't want to be like that, because when all that stuff's said and done and all that stuff is gone, what do you have to show you for yourself? Never chase, but attract. When you're on your grind, people will notice. When you're on your grind, people will come to you. When you're focused, they'll be by your side. Don't go out looking because you won't find it. When it comes to love and relationships and success and goals, you just have to follow a narrow path, not chasing it because it will always run from you, but working and it will come. The opportunity will show itself. And that's exactly how it is with all aspects of life. You're training, you're working every day, you're grinding because you want to be that starter, you want that starter spot. You want to get noticed by the recruiters, you want to be the highlight player, you want to be the ace of the team. When your number gets called and you're out there on the court performing, you're the best guy there. Not all that influx of good things come to you. Recruiters come to you. Maybe brand deals, people want to talk to you, and you end up on Instagram and all this stuff like that. So much more things come to you because you put in the work for it. And so that's how it is on life. Do you want to just stick and settle for what you have around you now without achieving the work? Or do you want to work and keep on going and for a certain time stick, but always keep moving up? Let's say my future wife that I envision, like the best thing came to me right now. Will I be able to take care of that person? Will I be able to bear the weight of that person? The answer was no at that time. There was no way. And that great thing that would have came to me would have ended in a terrible way, and that's what motivated me to become the man that I had to be. Future wife in mind and my future girlfriend in mind. And nowadays there's kind of this stigma of focus on yourself, king. Don't worry about girls and all this stuff. Nah. But whatever comes from that is extra, and there's nothing wrong with doing things for the attraction of your future wife or of your future girlfriend or whatever. That it's been like that from the beginning of time. To get validation, to get attraction. Obviously, I don't chase it and I don't live by that. You don't want to live by that. You want to be proud in yourself. There's just levels to it. There's levels to it. There's levels to society and the way that they view people when it comes to relationship or goals, right? Not stay focused on your goals because you have bad social skills and then think that whenever you turn rich or whenever you become a businessman or whatever, that you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm rich. Okay, so then I should have a fit body. I should be in shape. Oh wait, that girl should be attracted to me, because it doesn't work like that. And you've seen it many times before with all these celebrities, like who was it? Bill Gates, for example, going through a divorce. Tom Brady, like these celebrities are going through it because as a result of having bad social skills, you use your brains instead and you strengthen what's already strong. And so you're like, okay, well then I'm gonna just do this, I'm gonna achieve this, and yeah, you become successful. But then when it's time to have a wife or a relationship or whatever it is, whenever you have that, you don't know how to communicate, you don't know how to be socialize or connect with another person. It goes both ways. And I'm not saying, oh, find the balance or whatever, but if you're not the man that you want to become, if you're not the man that's ready, I want you to keep this in mind, and I say this with a lot of love, but right now you're nobody. And you gotta accept that. You're nobody right now. Just as am I. I'm not anybody right now. I'm not big right now. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stay that way. And you should feel the same way. Doesn't mean you're gonna stay this way. But use that to fuel you. Use that to feed you. Use that to keep you going and keep you motivated. So that when the time comes, you have a say in your life. You have a decision. You have a choice. Oh, what? You wanna go to Japan tomorrow? Bet. I'll set everything up. Boom, let's go. At least that's the type of life I want to live. I don't know what type of life you want to live, but only you know that. So use that to fuel you and keep you motivated and keep you pushing. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm sorry it was kind of like bad lighting. But yeah, mad love. I'm out. Peace.